Hey everyone, Magic Man Scott 40k here, playing some Dawn of War Soulstorm multiplayer, doing a 4v4 on Burial Grounds. Now my last video, I made it a couple hours ago, and usually there's a long week between videos, but this replay, this is me, this replay ended up being so good that I just wanted to record it right away. I want to say, I just want people to know that it's like 8 a.m. right now. My family's asleep, but usually when I'm asleep, like taking a nap, they're out doing stuff, partying, July 4th fireworks and stuff while I'm napping. So, yeah, I'm just gonna record a video while they're asleep. Screw it. They're gonna party while I'm asleep. I'm gonna record a video. So, anyways, this replay ended up being so good that I just want to record it right away. Burial Grounds, it's not my favorite map. It's an okay map. So the problem with this map is the negative cover. You get punished for moving. So, like, right here. So if you go this path here, it's a straight shot. It's a straight shot to your opponent, and it's the fastest way to your opponent. But in exchange, you get slowed down by the negative cover, and also you take way more damage. Well, actually, I don't know if you get slowed down by negative cover. I think it's heavy. Yeah, it's heavy cover. Heavy cover slows you down. So, anyways, if you go down this path, you just lose, basically. You take like 30% more damage. Somewhere around there. If you go down this path, you just instantly lose. So, I'm not a huge fan of this map. Now, some factions of jumps can just completely ignore this. They can jump from here to here and just completely ignore this negative cover. So, this is a really interesting map. Every faction plays this map differently, so it makes it interesting. So I got Space Marines, which is random. This is a 4v4, so I'm gonna go ahead and introduce the players. This ended up being like 20 minutes, and I actually ended up getting the most kills, which I'm happy. This ended up being a 1v1, which you don't see very often. Usually in 4v4s, they gang up on one player, and you'll see that in a minute. Usually all the players gang up on someone, but I ended up getting lucky and getting 1v1. So really, this is just gonna be a 1v1 video, and I'm pretty happy about it. It was a very close call. I almost lost. I think this is a good replay. I really do, and it feels like a story from a book or a Warhammer TV show or something. It feels straight out of like one of those Warhammer stories. So I'm really happy with this replay. I think it turned out great. This just happened like a minute ago. So yeah. So I picked random. I always pick random. No real reason why. I just always pick random. I just think it's more fun. I'm not so the thing about me is I'm tired of pressing the same buttons over and over. I'm not that guy who like, if I play a combo game, I can't do the same combo over and over, even if it's like optimal. I'm not that guy. I cannot press the same buttons over and over again. I get bored. So I just pick random. It's more fun. I like that surprise factor. Like, oh, you have 5 seconds to figure out a build order, or you lose. And I kind of like that. It gives me like a jolt. I have to like think of a build order in 5 seconds. Gives me like a huge jolt of energy. Makes me awake. So usually I'm asleep at 8 a.m. But I just got done drinking lots of soda. There was a soda sale, and I abused that. Got tons of soda. But yeah. So I just got done playing like 2 action games back to back, and I got tired. And I can play this game without getting tired. So that's what happened. Anyways, I didn't expect anyone to actually host at 7 a.m. I was actually shocked. Alright, so I really do think this is one of the best replays I have. It was just amazing start to finish. So in this corner, it's me with Space Marines. I want to do like flamethrowers because I thought that'd be cool, but I couldn't. I also thought about doing upgraded scouts. I thought upgraded scouts would be fun, but I couldn't do that either. I kept getting pressured. It's hard to do a build order when you're being pressured. There's this weird, I never noticed this like flap there before. That flap right here. I never noticed that till now. But yeah. Okay, so talking about the 4v4. Okay, so Space Marine in this corner. I think this is a good spawn. I got an okay spawn. Imperial Guard in this corner. This guy just goes full economy and nobody does anything to stop him. And it works. This is a really weird spawn because the next opponent, I would say the next opponent is here, which is the one I'm fighting. So this, whoever spawns here doesn't do anything, really. They could rush the middle and try to control middle, but really it's not worth it. There's not enough resources on the map. There's not enough resources here to... it's not worth defending this. That's my 2 cents. So this is a very weird spawn. But yeah, this guy just went economy, which makes total sense. Eldar got very lucky. This spawn sucks, but you can teleport to the enemy. So Eldar being able to teleport, the spawn didn't matter because you can just teleport to the spot you want. And then you got, so this spawn here sucks. You normally what you normally do is just go full turrets. You go like full turrets right here. Just turret this area up, and your opponent kind of has to go this way. So that's what you normally do. You just turret this to oblivion. And then Tau got this spawn. This spawn is a little bit better. And I actually really like the spawn as Tau, because you can shoot down at an angle. So that's nice. And then you have this negative cover here. And if Tau shoots you once, you're dead. Tau does high damage. And then you add like the 30% more damage. If you're here and you're Tau, you're just dead. Put like one Fire Warrior squad here. Shoots anybody going this way, just instant death. So I think this is actually a really strong Tau spawn. You can really just defend this area pretty easily. I would say it's more of a defensive spawn than an attack spawn. Okay. Then we have Ork. Ork is the guy I'm going to 1v1 for about like 20 minutes. I thought it went pretty well. It was pretty entertaining. This guy spawned right next to me in guard. He does end up fighting both. But I think Ork does pretty well against guard. I would say it's like 50-50. And then we have the opponent guard. Again, this is a pretty bad spawn. You just kind of go full economy. This player has like nothing to do. There's like nothing for this player to do at all. So I think your opponent is supposed to spawn here. When I play against the computer, they must have changed the spawn locations, because I'm pretty sure your opponent's supposed to be right here, and you're supposed to duke it out. So maybe the spawns were changed. But yeah, this guy tries to be supportive. There was no bad players in this replay, which is great. Then we have Sister of Battle in the middle. This is an okay spawn. Sisters can easily get map control, with how cheap they can make a bunch of missionaries and easily get the map. So I would say this is a very strong spawn for sisters. And this sister player played excellent. Extremely good. This is definitely one of the better sister players out there. And there's only like 2 sister players out there. So definitely like top 5 sister players out there. And then we have David Up as Dark Eldar. And I think David Up was the host. Or no, I think it was actually Tao. Tao was the host. But yeah. So this guy did really well. I think this guy got random. Dark Eldar random. And everybody did really well. So Dark Eldar and Sister ends up attacking Tau. You'll see that in a minute. Sister and Dark Eldar attack Tau. And then Eldar teleports. So it's Eldar and Tau fighting Dark Eldar and Sisters, which is a really interesting matchup. They're both like short range factions, but they have abilities to help out. So I think this is I really do think this replay is straight out of a Warhammer book. It feels very classic. Let's see. I think either this guy was the host, Eldar, or Tau. One of them was the host. But yeah, I really enjoyed this replay. I think you guys will like it. I'm going to go ahead and start. So the guys in the corner can't really do anything. It takes minutes to go from one side of the map to the other, which just isn't worth it. So, and for some reason, I'll tell you guys now, for some reason nobody captures the middle. 0 people try to capture the middle of the map, which is new. Usually you capture the middle of the map first, but yeah, this is usually a fighting spot, and 0 people fought in the middle. So I thought that was interesting. Alright, time for the replay. I think I said everything. I kind of want to say the players' names, but they have like swear words in the name. Each of these players have like a swear word in their name, so I don't know if I should say it. I think I am past the 5-minute mark, and I can start saying swear words. If your video is like longer than 5 minutes, you can swear. So, but yeah, these guys have like swear words in their name, so I don't know. Alright, now for the 1v1. I think Space Marine versus Orc is very classic. I think Space Marine has an early advantage, but Orcs have like a late game advantage. So it's interesting. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and play it. I think I said everything. I wasn't planning on making a video today, but this was just so good that I cannot not record it. So again, I wanted to go Flamers. So I tried to do like a quick Flamer opening. Now the Flamers have nothing against the Commander. Does 0 damage against Commander. So I was like, oof. I don't have an answer to Commander. Like at all. Here Guard helps me out. This is a Guard player who got this terrible spawn. I really do think, what is it? When you fight the AI, usually, this is actually, I think the AI gets this, spawn. So I do think the spawns are different. Here I do a quick turret, because I think that's the kind of map this is. It's a turret map.
Defending objective.
So there's gonna be a bunch of fights happening. Dark Eldar and Sister of Battle are gonna go at it. Tao's gonna go at it. There's gonna be a bunch of fights happening at the same time. So Orcs immediately decap me, and there's not a whole lot to stop it. I do way more damage than Orcs, but I just cannot stop the decap. And then he decaps, I think he actually decaps this one too. And I'm shooting him, like, trying to stop it. I think this decap happens, I'm not sure.
Marine squad deployed.
Ooh, looks like I barely stop it. Like a fraction of a second. Barely stopped that. He got this decap and slowed me down. So I would say that's worth it. And I think Orks actually captured his points. Yeah, Orks captured his points, why I couldn't capture mine. I think there is guardsmen in here. Okay, tech priest. Yeah, so guard helps me build stuff. So that was nice. I got a pretty big economy boost. Now, even with this economy boost, I still struggled against this orc player. I think this orc player did really well. I'm not sure why he would run away from one stealth suit, but whatever. And sisters can detect, usually. No detection. Okay, mandrakes are going in. This is a really bad fight. But I guess, there's no way Dark Eldar knew it was Tau. There's no way Dark Eldar knew it was Eldar. But yeah, that was a bad fight. Sisters going in. Usually you want your servitors to destroy buildings. Still no detection, even with the missionary. Missionary can detect everything. So here I turret. I think this is a alright spot for it. I wanted my turret in a spot where I can retreat. That's why it's so far back. And here, Orcs decap again. This time I couldn't stop it. I was trying to like really micro. I was trying to get flamethrowers out and about. I was really trying this whole flamethrower thing. So I was microing really hard. I was really distracted during this part. And yeah, I couldn't stop the decap. And now he's actually going to cap it. And my Space Marines have no counter to the big mech. So he's just going to walk in and do whatever he wants. So I'm really thankful for this guard building. And again, this really does feel like something straight out of Space Marine. The Space Marine 1 game. You have guard and Space Marine fighting orcs. So it feels straight out of that. Now you have a commander fight. Archon running away from Guardians. So yeah, Eldar got a bad spawn, but with teleporting it just didn't matter. And Eldar and Tau is a rough combo. So I knew my scouts were dead. There's no way I can retreat. And there goes my upgraded scout idea. I think all my scouts are dead. Here I noticed this building went up, and I couldn't see the builders. So now I know they're infiltrated. Not a bad idea, because Space Marine doesn't really have detection. So the flamethrower was a fail. So I ended up getting grenades instead. Here I ended up capturing this part of the map, this weird middle part, and then I noticed nobody captured the middle, so I just went ahead and just captured the middle of the map using this squad here. This squad has no special weapons or commander or anything like that, just 3 guys and just capturing the map. These guys, if they died, they died. I wasn't gonna save them. Nice sister push. Sister mass plus Infernal Pistol. And Dark Eldar is really confused on what's going on. They don't know if the push or not. Right into the negative cover. Dark Eldar might be dead here. It's like 5 squads running away from 1 commander. Now they got detection. Okay, they got like 3 missionaries. Sisters is actually dominating. Oh, guard's over here. Interesting. I guess guard captured. Guard started out like a mile away, so I'm actually shocked that guard caught up. Here I'm capturing this point here, and I think Orc notices. But yeah, literally no one is capturing the middle of the map. Not even these 2 players. These 2 players could have captured the middle. So I think Sisters is in the negative cover. So it's going to be an interesting fight, because these guys are in negative cover, and these guys are in negative cover. So it's going to be a very quick fight.
the Emperor.
Canonus does the blind ability. This makes ranged units basically useless. So now these guys with guns can't use their guns. Really nice push here. Not sure why the Canonus is... okay. And Dark Eldar does not have an army. You could go Hellions. I think Hellions would have been fine. Here I notice Orc is going Shootas. This is a really expensive build order. Going full Shootas. So here I was like, oh, this is an expensive build order. I should go level 2.
Taking damage.
And here I go level 2. A couple seconds here. So I wanted to go 1.5, but Orcs beat me at it, and Orcs were better at it. So Eldar and Tau are actually getting pushed back, and it looks like Guard is helping out. I really respect this Guard player. I highly respect this Guard player because he started out over here, which is crazy. You should have all the resources in the world. You must have this captured, like the whole map captured. So Guard must have like billions of resources.
I will strike the killing blow.
There we go. Really nice push from everyone, really. Again, negative cover. Could have killed all this Eldar here. Eldar is actually like getting their butt kicked by Sister Battle. Still no real Dark Eldar army. Maybe the Dark Eldar Archon is upgraded.
Defending objective.
Sister should win. I can't see why they wouldn't. Guard is pushing with grenades. This grenade usage is actually really good. You do need the scan though. I would get the scan. But this is really nice grenade uses. You do need the heavy weapon upgrade. The specialized heavy weapon upgrade. So it looks like Tau is pretty much dead. I'm not sure why they're retreating here. I think they could have killed the squad here. And honestly, this much firepower should be able to kill the Chimera. I'm not sure why the Farseer is going in. The Farseer is going to get slaughtered. They're all running away from the Farseer for some reason. It takes like 2 seconds to kill the Farseer. Just point and it'll go down. Here I get the Librarian. This is for killing small units. And that's it. That's the only reason I made it. I can just spam out. I can kill small units pretty easily. Dark Eldar has a bunch of mandrakes for some reason. These are kind of... actually, there's no detection here. So the mandrakes would have worked. Now that... oh, there is a little bit of detection here. They're still running away from the Farseer. Farseer dies in like 2 hits. Interesting choice. Now I don't know why. I have no idea why. But I can actually see these buildings from right here, which I thought was strange. And I can see this building here. So I knew there was a banner here. I don't know why I can see this. Really I shouldn't be able to see it. But now I built a turret. Cause I was like, oh, there's stuff over here. So I built a turret to try stop it. So I am going a bit turret heavy. So right now I have 2 squads and a commander. And Orcs should have a stronger army. I think Orcs, the big mech should detach. So here I'm grenade spamming. I got 2 squads of grenades. The flamethrowers didn't really work, but the grenades did. Orcs got a vehicle before I did. So Orcs definitely has a stronger army than me. For sure. Again, grenade spamming. And the thing about the shooter boys is they outrange me. So I should have lost that fight, but Orcs retreat. I'm so glad I had grenades there. If I didn't have grenades there, I'd be dead. Oh, looks like everyone's defended. Really nice heavy weapon team position. But it looks like the grenade attack, the Imperial Guard grenade attack didn't work out. You really need weapon specialization. And Castigan's at 12 minutes. This makes sense. Really, Guard has nothing to do except economy.
Taking heavy fire.
So I think this makes a lot of sense. Now I make my first vehicle. I think this is Orks. Okay, that's Orks' first vehicle. So I'm behind actually, even with Imperial Guard's help. Imperial Guard helped me make everything, and I'm still behind.
Position secure.
Alright, I was able to take out this building here using my rocket launcher range. I can shoot from like pretty far away. I got the weapon increase so I can hold more of them. Orcs going in, they have knobs. I actually don't have sergeants. So Orcs' army is way stronger than mine. And I run away from the big shooters. I was like, big shooters, run away. And now he's got war trucks. War trucks make anti-vehicle, anti-building, anti-everything. So I run away from the war trucks. One goes down. Got lucky there. Looks like Sisters is going into the negative cover. Oh, it's Dark Eldar actually. Really trying to harass. I don't think Dark Eldar has a plan. What's funny is I played with David up before, and he kicks my butt all the time. Now Guard is capturing the middle finally at 13 minutes. 13 minutes are just now capturing the middle. Really good fight here. Hold on. Farseer ability. This looks like mostly a sister army. Upgraded Archon. Oh! Tier 3 Dark Eldar. Sister should stun the Ogrins. Really nice job here. Using the soul abilities and all that. I'm not sure who he should warp beast. I actually couldn't tell you what the warp beast here. That's a tough one. I'm not even sure if warp beasts are the right choice because they lose morale so quickly. If you destroy these listening posts, Tau is pretty much out of the game. I think they got the barracks, actually. They destroyed the Tau barracks. They had to remake it. Okay, Tau listening post down. Good job. Now I'm actually getting attacked too. So, I had Space Marines shooting at this building here, but Orcs teleported and killed all my guys. Orcs teleported and just instantly killed everything. If it wasn't for this heavy cover, I'd be dead for sure. Because Orcs is doing like 3 times more damage than me. I still don't have sergeants. What's funny is we're both using long-range weapons. I'm using rocket launchers, he's using big shooters. My turrets are finally going down. And it looks like Guardsman is killing my squad here. I don't think I save the squad or control it. I'm too busy looking over here. Okay, I think the warp beast went down. And the Professor might be down. This is where the Sister Battle damage reflect ability would really be handy right now. Get the missionary damage reflect. It's like, I think it's like 70 faith, but you reflect all damage. It's really good. Okay, looks like it's 2 versus 3, but Tao's pretty much gone. Tao has like nothing. I think Eldar, man, Eldar is almost gone too. So really it's 2 versus guard. Nice harassment here, but I think they noticed. This is like the 3rd time you went this way. Oh, warp spiders. Ouch. Warp spiders like one-shot everything in the game. Oh, looks like I'm being pushed back. Okay, I had 2 dreadnoughts here. They went down. And guard's over here now. So guard is over here. They were right here, next to Eldar. So somehow they went from this corner of the map to this corner of the map. And yeah, I know I'm floating. I would love to make a second. I want to make a second barracks so I can spend my float. But I don't know if I have room. But yeah, I would love to make a second barracks and spam out Space Marines. Here I think Dark Eldar gave up. I'm not really sure what his plan was. He went souls, and then he went like all close range. I think Hellions would have been better. Okay, Orks lost their vehicle. I think it was a misclick. Here I push my dreadnought up. This was risky. I know Orc has anti-vehicle. So I'm just pushing my dreadnought knowing it'll die. And then I use my tier 3 ability. I was going to use it against the vehicle, the mech shop. I was going to use it to destroy the mech shop, but oh well. I do think these guardsmen are... Yeah, I'm pretty sure these guardsmen are upgraded. They might be like maxed out guardsmen. So I use my tier 3 ability. Not sure if this was a good choice or not, but whatever. I'm being pressured by this side. I'm also being pressured by this side. So what am I going to do? Here, Dark Eldar quits. I think even Sister quits. I think Sisters did it extremely well. Especially this attack here. Sisters could have easily killed the Farseer, and I think they did kill the Tau Commander. So excellent job there. It's really difficult for my normal Space Marines to fight guardsmen. They can't really do anything. So I just got my dreadnoughts clearing a path. I felt super bad for this guard player because he's in this corner in the middle of nowhere, and he has to walk all the way over here. And I think Orcs noticed my tier 3 ability and kind of gave up. So here I'm pushing. I'm floating, but I don't have enough to like army spam. So I got like a weird army going on. I'm kind of spamming, but not really. And my Librarian never died, so that's cool. And this is the first time I'm making, this is actually the first time I'm making the Force Commander. I made the Force Commander at 15 minutes. Flash gets, nice teleport. I use my Smite ability. I should probably get the Commander upgrades in this building here. Upgrade my Commander. Sister of Battle says GG. Here I get close range and kill the big mech. I think this is the first time I actually kill the big mech. Squad of Flash gets here, just absolutely killing all my guys. They're like one-shotting my Space Marines. And this is with both armor upgrades. They're one-shotting my guys. No Mad Doc, which is strange. But yeah, it looks like Orcs went pure range, which is interesting. A kill can would have been cool. The Orc kill can is amazing. Yeah, I think... Okay, Orks gave up here. I got my Terminators out. Flash kits, I think, beat Terminators, but they were low health. These flash kits were already low health from the grenade. So I got lucky there. A lot of dead Orks. Look at that. I don't know if I can show you this, but man, that's a lot of dead Orks. And then I think Imperial Guard with the Bane Blade comes in. And that's really depressing. This guy was like 10 seconds away from getting his Bane Blade. That is absolutely depressing there. Yeah, 10 more seconds he would have had a Bane Blade. Oof. Oh yeah, and Guard is helping me. They have a Basilisk here and Basilisk here, and I think they actually Earth-shaked. I missed it, but they actually Guard Earth-shaked right here. Oh yeah, I summoned my Thunderhammer Assault Terminators here to soak up the damage from the banner.
We await your command.
And then I had my rocket launcher guys. So I beat Orks basically with just 2 squads of rocket launchers. So I'm pretty happy of that. Now I'm starting to like Dreadnought spam kinda. And even now, even right now, no one has captured the middle, which is interesting. The middle is just, no one has the middle. And then you have these slags here, these slag deposit. No one captured that. There's a free slag deposit there. And it looks like Guard's about to go down. This Guard player helped out everyone, which is really impressive because Guard's mobility is not that great. So helping out everyone's actually really impressive. My plan was to go back inside these buildings and teleport. And even Eldar helped me out. Eldar made a turret here. So that's cute. So you could say it was 3v1 against Orks, but this turret never fired, and this infantry command fired like once. And I'm not sure if this heavy weapon team actually fired. I don't think it did fire. So I'm pretty sure this building here fired for like 5 seconds, and this building, this never fired, and this never fired. So, oh yeah, and the Eldar wave gate is here. So Eldar can teleport over here if they wanted to. And now I think I'm going... yeah. Once the match is over, I got upgraded scouts. I had to wait till Ork's dead, and then I can do upgraded scouts. Here I'm getting LB3s because I have no idea what to spend my points on. I just got no clue what to buy. But yeah, I'm gonna teleport over here and help them out. But the match is over, so yeah. I think this is honestly a very close game. Oh yeah, and this guy here, this Guard player Chase, he had 3 basilisks right here, the negative cover, which was actually very smart, I think. You can have 3 basilisks here, shoot over this rock, whatever you want to call it, and he was actually shooting everything to death. So these basilisks, these 3 basilisks right here, actually killed a lot of people. So that was pretty smart. And here's Tau Commander. I think Tau got his butt kicked for most of the game. So I'm not sure. Okay, looks like Tau's tier 2. Yeah, 2.5 I think. So I don't know if Tau's maxed out. And it looks like Eldar is not maxed out either. No. Eldar is not maxed out. No, you should have a second HQ. Yeah, you should have a second HQ by now. And no webway upgrade. So it looks like Eldar was far from maxed out, which is interesting. But yeah, it looks like Tau was on the verge of death. Eldar was actually on the verge of death. Guard just absolutely dominated, which you don't see on a big map. It's actually very difficult for Guard to win on a big map like this. Yeah. I thought this was a classic. This feels a lot like, this really does feel a lot like Dawn of War 1. The cutscenes, the story mode, with, what was it, Angelos? I want to say Angelos in the vanilla game. The cutscenes where you fight orcs in story mode. It feels a lot like that. This fight feels a lot like the first mission from Dawn of War, like the first level. And I felt really nostalgic. So hopefully you like it. Now if you're wondering how I beat like 3 squads of orcs with 2 squads of rocket launchers, honestly I don't know. It just happened. I couldn't tell you how and there was also a bunch of vehicles. Somehow my 2 squads killed like 5 vehicles and 3 squads, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but yeah. So maybe orcs going pure gun was a bad idea. And honestly, I think you should mix your army up, guns and punching. You shouldn't have pure guns. But yeah, it's like 8 a.m. so I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up. I'll show you the end screen. I still don't know if I should say the players' names because they all have like swear words in them. If you stop the video and zoom in, you can see the player names. I'm not gonna say it, but I'm not gonna censor it either. I'm not gonna say their names, but I'm not gonna blur it out or anything like that. But yeah, I got second highest score, which is crazy. And it was basically a 1v1. I'm gonna say it's a 1v1. I know Guard helped me out a lot, but I'm gonna say it's a 1v1. But yeah, I got the second highest score in a 4v4. So very proud of that. I actually have like the 3rd highest economy. Yeah, I got the 3rd highest economy, so that's pretty cool. Getting a high economy with when Guard's on your team, that's actually really difficult. And yeah, this was a really weird match. Everyone usually captures the middle, but nobody did. And so it was a 4v4, and only one faction got repeated, which was Guard. Everybody else was different. So there's like, I would say there's like 7 unique factions. 7 or 8, no, I guess 7. 7 unique factions in this fight. So you don't see that too often. Alright, so this is the score. Yeah, guess that's it. Alright, so the best player on my team was Guard, which is interesting because I don't consider this a Guard map. Guard does okay on this map, but it's not great. I do think this is a turret map, so maybe it is a Guard map. Not sure. And the best player on the other team was Sister of Battle. Sister of Battle actually got the highest score. Good job. Yeah, Sister of Battle got the highest score. My advice to Sister of Battle player, if you had the damage reflect ability, I think you would have won. That's my 2 cents. Or even the smite. I'm not sure if you smited with the Confessor. I think the smite would have helped out a lot. Or the Exorcist. The Exorcist would have been... Man, if you had the Exorcist... And Exorcist does wonders against Eldar. Absolute wonders. So yeah, Exorcist or the damage like reflect ability, which I think is called Retribution. It's a tier 3 sister upgrade. But yeah. Alright, now for kills. I actually got the highest kills. So I would say that's 80 shooter boys killed. Some Gretchens here and there. I'm pretty sure I accidentally smited some Gretchens. I didn't mean to smite the Gretchens, but I accidentally smited them. I had my Dreadnought set to destroy building mode, so I don't think my Dreadnoughts killed anything. Guard got the second highest amount of kills, which is interesting because he didn't fight until like the 10th minute. He didn't get any kills for 10 minutes, and then he just showed up and killed everybody. So that's interesting. The highest amount of kills on Team 2 was actually Orks. So that's kind of embarrassing. Orks got the highest amount of kills in our 1v1. That's a shame. Guard actually got 33 kills, which is interesting. That's actually a lot for someone who was in the middle of nowhere. I think 33 kills is actually pretty good for someone who got a terrible spawn. And it looks like Orcs had the largest army, which is interesting because I thought Sisters had a pretty big army. This is a really interesting replay. I'm going to keep this one. Resources. Guard got #1 on everything. And even traded. I don't know who he traded to because I'm pretty sure I didn't get any resources. But hey, Guard traded to someone. Probably Tau, I guess. Tau had nothing. Let's see. The highest resources was the other Guard player. That makes sense. And then Orks. Orks got the second highest economy. So that's pretty good. But yeah, I would say me and Orks were evenly matched. We both had like 3 vehicles. We both had tier 3 units. I had what, 2 commanders? I had 2 commanders, 2 dreadnoughts. Something like that. My dreadnoughts were in the red. They would have went down to anything. So yeah. Oh yeah, and all my rhinos got destroyed. My rhinos went down instantly to the banner fire. The banners just instantly killed my rhinos. And that was something I didn't expect. I didn't think the upgraded banners would just like one-shot my rhinos. Technology doesn't really matter. But it looks like I had the most upgrades, which is weird because I only had like 3. I'm not sure how I had the highest amount of upgrades unless it counts the rocket launcher. Even then, that's kind of weird. I'm not sure how I have the highest amount of upgrades, but hey. Yeah, it must be the rocket launchers. That's the only thing that makes sense. And yeah, I guess that's it. Oh, I actually captured the most amount of land. Interesting. According to this, I captured the most land out of anyone. That's actually really interesting with Eldar on the team with teleporting. They had teleporting warp spiders, and I still captured more land. And it's funny, Orks is actually a map control faction. Somehow I captured the map before Orks did. Weird. Yeah, I don't know why Orks should have captured the middle. Literally no one was in the middle. No player was in the middle. So Orks could have captured the middle for free. Ooh! What is that? Did Dark Eldar... Okay, I thought that said Dark Eldar got 3 kills. I was gonna say, ooh boy. If Dark Eldar got 3 kills, ooh. Alright, I really enjoyed this one. I hope you did. That's gonna be it for me. It's like 8 AM. And the reason I recorded this was actually because my phone was charging. And I got really bored waiting for my phone to charge. I watched too many memes. I was watching meme videos and my phone died. And then I was like, oh, in a couple hours I'm gonna get calls and like messages and stuff. I should probably charge it. Yeah. Hopefully you like this one. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.